welcome back to my channel. I'm Viviana and I'm sharing with you my contest prep as I am getting ready for an NPC show. We are now 8 weeks out. It is Monday and I started feeling prep already, like more. I'm tired. Today when I woke up, it was hard. I got it done though. Okay, so just finishing work. Tomorrow is my check-in day. I was so excited to check in because of my weight loss, and guess what? I got my cycle again. Oh my goodness. My face, I'm still a little sleepy. It is check-in day, so I'm going to the gym, and then right after I'll come back and get ready to check in. I normally do my cardio after I train, and then I was seeing if I have some time, but today is my check-in day, so I'm just going to finish up my cardio and then I will check in because that's also time consuming, so I need to get ready for work, and by the time I put on my suit, my shoes, pose, take pictures, videos, and then check in, which means send all that information and measurements and updates to my coach. It's time consuming, and like I said, I have to get to work, so I'm going to try to finish up here and then go check in.
Interesting. A lot's going on with your cycle right now. I think this is where nutrition can really be an issue as far as, supporting your menstrual cycle needs. Obviously, you're getting leaner. That's a pretty significant change in 1 week. So I like where the plan is going. More definition, more shape. The core is tighter. This is the leanest we've ever been this far out from a show. So I want to keep the plan the same.
It is Wednesday. Today I'm going to work a little later. So I'm trying to do everything today. My training, my cardio, and my posing before work. I checked in yesterday, so we're doing really good. Everything is going as planned, and we don't have any changes this week, but we did lose a lot of weight from last check-in to yesterday, so hopefully everything keeps going the same. The only thing is that I continue to have my cycle on and off, so irregular cycle, which most of the time most athletes lose their cycle when they're on prep. I don't, but it seems like this prep now I'm getting an irregular menstrual cycle, but other than that, I think those are the only changes for as far as me, my health. Now there is other changes like energy, hunger, and things like those, but those are kind of like the things normal on a prep when you're eating less, right, and having a lot of cardio. But it is going great at the moment, so we're here to train lower body and do an hour of cardio and then get ready for work. Okay, so I am done with my cardio and my training, and now I'm gonna go have my meal. I have every day the same thing, which is my protein pancakes. So I don't share those much because I always eat the same thing, and they're ready for me as soon as I get home. I made them during my meal prep on Sunday. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, and yesterday I had a work training that I actually was very tired when I got home, so I finished my cardio, ate, and then went to sleep. So I didn't have any other thing to do after. I was super tired, exhausted, and honestly my energy is been in waves, but mainly most of the time, you know, I have some low energy times throughout the day. Some days are better than others, but today I woke up, weighed myself, and I have a new low. I'm actually 119 today, 119 pounds.
Baila, mi corazón, ven y mueve tu cuerpo al son. Las luces brillan, la fiesta empieza, el reggaetón nos enloquece. Dame la mano, vamos a bailar. Siente el ritmo, déjate llevar. No importa el lugar, no importa el momento, la pista de baile es nuestro.
Okay, so it is Thursday, and I am 119 pounds, new low. And I know that the past few days it's been like that, and it is so crazy, but I am super excited, and things are moving, things are going great, so it looks like everything is going as planned. We are getting ready for meal prep. This right here. Hello everybody, so it's Sunday, and I am again the manager on duty for work, so I'm gonna work today, but today is usually my meal prep day. I already got my groceries delivered, and it is a training day for me. I start my week on Sundays. I got a new training block, so that's exciting. And then of course my cardio, but I will update you on what's going on today. So I am officially 7 weeks out, and this is my 8 weeks out prep update. So just what happened this week, what's going on, how do I feel, how are things going, right? So this week I shared with you a few things that were happening. Most of the time everything is the same. You know, I train, I'm doing cardio, and I eat almost the same thing every day, right? The things that have been changing, it is energy, my cycle, my weight fluctuation, and I would say the lifting at the gym. So most of the time athletes, you know, when they're on prep, there's a couple of things that happen due to being on prep, right? So one of the things is most women will lose their cycle, right? They won't get their period, their menstrual cycle. I've never had that issue, but I am having an irregular cycle, which again, that's also something that is ongoing for me. That's not something that is not normal, but the difference is that now I'm not just getting it once a month. I've been getting it a couple of times a month, and so that's a little, you know, kind of difficult to know if my weight is coming down as I'm doing these changes for prep. And so the good thing is that when you are an athlete for many years and you are recording everything, and what you eat, what you drink, when's your cycle, all these things, it becomes a little more easier because you know that if you're on your cycle, that means you are up 2 pounds or 3 pounds, depending on your body, and every time you get your cycle, how much weight you gain. So you know that, okay, I went down on my macros, I went up on my cardio, and my weight hasn't changed, and then I get my cycle. I know that, I gain from 2 to 2.5 pounds when I'm on my cycle. So I know that depending on how much I weigh, that's how I can tell if I'm actually losing weight or not. So same thing for water. If I know that, yesterday or the day before, the past few days, I've been drinking less water, and then I gain some weight, retaining some water. If I'm lifting, heavy one day, and then the next day, I see that the weight went up, and I did legs, and it was one of those days where I have to, that I lift heavy. Well, that could also make my weight fluctuate. The sodium, the kind of foods that I'm eating. So all these things are considered, right? We need to make sure that we take all these things into consideration before we make any changes on the for prep, right? Whether it is bringing down the calories or bringing up the cardio, because we want to make sure that we don't push harder if it's not necessary, because then we know that there comes a time where you plateau and you need to figure out what you're going to do, whether it is adding more energy, either more cardio, or bring down your calories. So the good thing, like I said, is I already know how much I usually gain. I know exactly what I'm eating, how much sodium, how much water. So I know that for me, I'm doing great. I'm doing great even if my weight were to stay, and if I'm on my cycle, I know what's going on. Now, on Monday, my weight went up. I got my cycle again. That was Monday, Tuesday. And then Tuesday, I checked in. My weight had gone down, even though I had my menstrual cycle again. It went down from my previous check-in to this check-in on Tuesday. Looking leaner. I am, like I said, you can see my abs now. You can see striations. You can see veins. Those are things that happen as you're getting leaner, and it's showing, right? Now, you probably heard my feedback from coach. This is probably the leanest I've been with this amount of time. Like, I still have 7 weeks, and that was my 8-week out check-in. Usually I'm this weight when I'm closer to the show, maybe 3-4 weeks out. And then that check-in was 8 weeks, and I'm 7 weeks, and I'm already this lean. So it's great because we have a way to kind of figure things out, or possibly, which more likely, is that we carb up to the show, right? We add calories as we're getting closer to the show. So that is what's happened on Tuesday. I checked in. Now, on Wednesday, I didn't do any changes. My cycle continued the same, but I did go to a training for work Wednesday and Thursday. So I was not at my job at the facility. I was actually out, and they had lots of food. It's an event, it's a training, so they feed us for breakfast, they feed us for lunch, they have snacks, they have gifts, they have all these things. And again, the only reason why I share this with you all is so that you know that I also go through things in situations where I have to say no, or I have to take my lunch with me. And again, I always have my scale with me in case there's something that I can eat or that I want to have. I can have specific numbers to put in for my macros, right? But I also always carry my lunch, because if there isn't something that I can eat, I have my lunch ready and it's already weighed, it's already put in, no problem at all. I just follow what I have, right? But there's always water, there's always coffee, and a lot of times there's diet drinks. So I can manage to be in my training with my food and get some drinks. But they were also doing like the company celebration of everybody, and everybody went out to eat for dinner after. And so that was on Wednesday, and I will share some pictures and videos of that going on. And they had a theme. It was like the 50s or rock and roll. I don't remember the exact theme name, but we had that on Wednesday, and then on Thursday we continued our training. And again, delicious food, drinks, everything, but they did have Diet Cokes and they did have coffee, so that was great. And I took my lunch. So that was Wednesday and Thursday. And then on Thursday, that's when I hit a new low. And I was very surprised because, like I said, I haven't reported to my coach. It's not my check-in day yet. So I'm sure that it's gonna be, you know, if my previous week was a little shocking, or not shocking, but kind of like, oh my goodness, you are ahead of prep. I think this one is gonna be also just like that, because I'm at 119, 119.5, and I still have 7 more weeks to go. My stage weight was around 119 last year. And so, and that was, you know, post adding carbs and the calories and the fats. So, but we shall see. That's kind of comparing. We never know, you know, it's always different. Obviously you want to add more muscle as you, you know, go back on stage and do more shows. So I can't compare, but I do see the difference already happening. So on Thursday, I did hit another low, and like I said, 119 pounds, 119.5. That's kind of like where I was at. Then on Friday, and I'm looking down because I don't want to forget anything. So I said Thursday. On Friday, I went back to work. It was super busy. I had a lot of catching up and lots of callback emails, all that fun stuff. But my weight then went up. So that's what I mean. It's so crazy. It's so crazy, but it's okay. It's all part of it. But we have to remind ourselves, or at least myself, I have to remind myself that it is okay as long as we are following what we have to follow, our macros, our cardio, and everything. That shouldn't worry. Now, remember, when you compete, you're not being judged on how much you weigh, on how much you lift. It is all on your physique. How do you look, right? So if you look for your category, what they're looking for, then that's great. It doesn't matter how much you weigh or how much weight you lift in the gym. That's not being judged at all. So your physique, my physique, is what's being judged. So I have to kind of be reminded about that. Now on Saturday, you guys know that on Saturdays is when the weekends is when I take care of my grandbaby. I took care of her on Saturday. Actually, today's Sunday, I had to go work. So I was the manager on duty at work. And so I did not get to see my grandbaby today, but it is a busy day. I have to meal prep. I already got my, you know, delivery of my food, just finish up things that I have to prep for the week. Now, the difference for this week is that I'm going on vacation Thursday. So I'm going to check in on Tuesday, see what coach recommendations are going to be for my vacation. And then depending on the feedback that I get is how I'm going to be eating and training and doing all the fun stuff while I'm on vacation. So I'm trying to think about everything that I wanted to share with you. Of course, I'm gonna start packing, which I did already kind of, but I'm gonna try to record as much as I can and share with you all what happens after my feedback and how I'm going on this vacation while I'm prep. And then, you know, share all that with you. Now, I also want to share, because people always ask me, you know, my protein pancakes that I do, you can do them individually. I do them both individually, or I also do it in a big batch, which is what I did this week. I just put in the protein powder, the baking powder, and water, or almond milk, depending on the macros, right, that I have. So this is the protein. I do not have a discount code, but this is the protein that I use. Very easy to use, and what I mean by that is that it's easy to use when you bake. You know, there is some proteins that they're very difficult to cook or bake. That one, I can use it in the pan, in a baking sheet, no problem. It dissolves really, really good. So that's one. The other thing is that I'm asked when I go to Trader Joe's, there's always good finds. Well, this one actually was in Whole Foods, but I'm sure they have it at Trader Joe's. Now with all the pumpkin stuff coming out, this one is really good. And it's the cereal that has protein, 8 grams of protein per serving. The other thing is the pumpkin spice. It is coffee. And this one right here, all these things that they sell with 0 calories, I use, you know, whether it is on my coffee, in my protein pancakes, things like that, the ice creams, the creamy, to make it easier, and so that I'm not craving all these things right while I'm on prep. And then the other one that I tried this week that you'll probably see on my stories on Instagram is the coffee. This is really good. Now, if you guys don't know already, I am a big coffee drinker, and I am actually looking forward to my vacation to see where I can go to a coffee tour. So me and my husband, we both really like coffee. And when I say we like coffee, it's not just, you know, going to a coffee shop, running for a coffee and just drinking coffee. We smell the coffee, taste the coffee, and I mean black coffee. And we like to learn about coffee. So where we go on vacation, we try to learn about the coffee. So I think it was Colombia that we went on a coffee tour. Amazing coffee. When we went to Hawaii, we went to coffee tours. When we went, you know, we try to go and learn about coffee. And even sometimes we got to go in Hawaii to where they grow the beans. Anyways, I'm not going to bore you with the coffee stories, but we plan to do that again. And so when you hear or see me talking about coffee, real coffee, good coffee, that means it's good coffee, or at least I think. So anyway, those are kind of like the things that I can share with you at the moment. And let me see if I'm not forgetting anything. I think we got everything covered. So next video is gonna be my check-in update for the vacation, to see what the recommendations are gonna be for my meals, what to eat, or my macros, and then my cardio and my training, so that I share with you how I'm going to vacation while I'm prep. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Hello, I'm Viviana Santos, also known as Nurse V, and I want to welcome you and invite you to my online training program, Train with Nurse V, where you will find training for all levels of fitness, nutrition guidance, fitness and cardio classes, events, and most importantly, like-minded people that will cheer you on your fitness journey. Join my online fitness community. There is no contract and cancel at any time. I hope to see you there.
Hello everybody, so it's Sunday, and I am again the manager on duty for work, so I'm gonna work today, but today is usually my meal prep day. I already got my groceries delivered, and it is a training day for me. I start my week on Sundays. I got a new training block, so that's exciting. And then, of course, my cardio. But I will update you on what's going on today.